Hello again, welcome to the Boundary Line. The first team, the men's first team are off, but we carry on working and we are under the floodlights here on a Monday night at the Netpar Training Centre to see the progress being made by the new Roughyeds Women's team. I think it's training session number 5 tonight, so we're going to catch up with a few of them in a moment and get a progress report from our head coach Ben Marsden. Ben, great to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you, mate.
And our team manager Natalie Howarth, who is here as well. So let's catch up. How has it been? What, 6-7 weeks since we caught up? Maybe a couple of months since we caught up and set out the dream. How's it been in practice, Ben?
Yeah, no, it's been brilliant. The commitment with the players who've come down straight from the off, it's been fantastic to see. I think there's been a massive buy-in locally as well. So attracted, various experiences. Some who haven't played rugby league before and developing players to some experienced players. So yeah, it's been brilliant. But ultimately, the buy-in's been fantastic. They've enjoyed it, haven't they? We've enjoyed it, haven't we? The start of it, it's been a good experience.
That first evening, when you had the first session, how many turned up, and what were you a bit nervous, thinking, I wonder what's going to happen tonight? You had all the work and planning you'd put into it.
So we did. We did have high expectations, but we absolutely have surpassed that. We did start off with about 16, and now we're up to about 28 women registered. Wow. So we're building on it every week. It's been a really, really positive turnout, and they're all very committed.
It's all down to the players, really. It's been good.
And having somewhere, Ben, like this, how big an advantage is it? We're starting, if you like, with a women's team at ground zero. We're starting again. Yeah. We're creating and building this team. But to have a facility like this to come and start from, how much of a head start does that give you?
Yeah, it's brilliant. I was speaking to Mike actually midweek when we had a meeting with our progression meeting last week with Mike, and just saying, some Super League teams don't even have these facilities. Maybe Championship sides, so for a women's side to come down and train here, you've got an advantage straight away, and it's really good for the players to come down and use these facilities because, we've got an head start, haven't we? We might be a new team, but if we look around, we've got everything in place to, flourish really.
What, we're 5, or this will be training session number 5. What the challenges been, would you say, so far? What the things that, you think you're right, we need to get that right, or need to get that right, in terms of starting from where we are, which is nothing, and getting to somewhere quite big where we want to be?
I don't think we've really had many challenges up to yet, have we? I think we did do a lot of planning before we rolled it out. We didn't want to just jump straight in. So
on what kind of thing? Like what? Because I wouldn't have a clue how to start a team from nothing.
We obviously built up a strong bank of coaches. Ben, Danny and Bob, they've all got so much experience. We put together our plan of what the next year, 2 years was going to look at. We didn't just come together on a Monday and think, right, we'll go from here. We thought about recruitment, sponsorship, what we were going to do next year, and we're actually further on than we expected we would be, aren't we?
Yeah, it's been good. We planned maybe to focus on a development year next year where we can look at development sides, but I think we've surpassed that a little bit, haven't we? And I think we're confident that we can apply to the RFL to get some structured league rugby next year, so competitive rugby. So that applications with the RFL and Nat's putting it together, myself and Nat and the coaches. I really am confident we've got a side in the making here who could play competitive rugby next year, so that's what we're pushing for.
And on that point, now you spoke about this when we caught up previously at Boundary Park. In terms of the bigger picture here, what everyone at this club is working towards, which on the pitch for the men is Super League, but everything else around it, this place, the pathways, the women's team, this is such a key part in it, isn't it? Because you look at all, we've just had the Women's Super League Grand Final, which was brilliant. Wigan beating St Helens and Wigan dominating now, the landscape shifting. To have those dreams and the pathway for the women to want to come and put on the Oldham shirt, this is a really key part of the Oldham jigsaw, if you like. It's the success of what you guys and your team are doing.
Yeah, absolutely, and we're really fortunate that we've had the backing of everyone, haven't we? We've had support from all the directors, and I think that's put us in such a fortunate position that we've been able to, one, get it off the ground, but move it on as fast as we have done. So we're all part of the same team, aren't we? I know it is important that we keep moving forward, and we're hoping that it'll just go from strength to strength, aren't we?
Definitely, yeah, we've had some good support.
So the squad, and we're going to meet a couple of them in a moment. I'm fascinated by buy in the mix. You mentioned some, almost semi-pro players, some really experienced players. I guess then thrown into that mix is some players who are learning, who've never done it before.
Yeah,
so what's that like having
it's
that kind of mix?
It's, as a coach, I think it's rewarding. It's really good because you've got, out of the developing players, you get some gems, have not been unearthed before, and commitment and the enthusiasm to develop is next to none. It's brilliant, but you can unearth them gems with players who've never played before, and almost mould them into a rugby league player. And then obviously in the mix, it's been pivotal that we've had some experienced players as well in the mix, because the players who have come early doors and who are experienced, they're pulling in the same direction as the coaches and really assisting with the make-up in training and everything else, and assisting the developing players. So it's been a nice mix.
Yeah, it's amazing how far the less experienced players have come on in such a short space of time, isn't it?
Yeah.
In what aspect? How do you see progress in the space of 4 or 5 weeks? What kind of things are you seeing?
So, it's not to play it down, but your skills, your basic skills, your techniques. We've made it clear that we want to push for league structure, league rugby, and we really want to push, that professional structure. But to see players coming from touching a ball in a session to actually now being able to actually fulfil a session, does that make sense? The basic and the skills have just come on so much. So from going not touching a ball to actually, they can do a full rugby league session, because we're doing challenging sessions. We're not playing it down. It's very much focused on that structure next year. So our training sessions are up there, but players are rising to that. Even developing players, they're rising to that challenge. So it's good.
And how much are you two both enjoying your roles? When we spoke about that, I know you were really keen to get your teeth into more of the coaching side, and I guess Natalie, it was another role for you to take on amongst your many at the club. So how's it all working out for you?
So
two?
I'm absolutely loving it. I'm doing things obviously I didn't expect to do even a few months ago, but
Dare I ask
applying for a league, for a brand new team. We're getting sponsors in, we're getting kit sorted. It's just moving at a much faster pace than we expected, and it is a bit of a learning curve, and we speak several times a day, don't we, Ben, to what the plans are. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and it's really exciting. And I think the commitment of the girls is unreal, because we are only training once a week, but they're putting that level of commitment in to get the fitness up on the other days of the week, which is really important, and which is making it so successful so quickly.
In a sense, I can tell by the things you're saying, but you're already feeling quite rewarded by this.
It is good. It is good. It's brilliant. Yeah, I just some of the comments, what we've had and the feedback. It's just even some of the players who've played at other clubs, because Oldham haven't had. I know previously they've had an attempt to set it, but because they haven't had a solid team, women's team in Oldham, as in higher up standard type thing, they've had nothing to aspire for some time. But I think now, because we've got something in place, I think them dreams they can be fulfilled on the pitch, can't they? So it's really rewarding.
We'll get a reminder of kind of progress, what the next few months look like, key dates in just a moment. We mentioned some of the players, so let's pause and catch up with some of the other key individuals involved.
Hi, my name's Darcy and I play prop.
And how are you finding it so far?
I'm finding it really good actually. I've been here since the first session, and I think all the girls are putting as much graft in as everyone else, and if you was to come down yourself, you wouldn't have been able to tell who's new and who isn't. And are you new or are you experienced? I'm experienced. So give us a little insight to your rugby league background. Oh, there you go. So I started off at Salford Red Devils when I was 21. But before that I was at Rochdale, but that was during the COVID rules. So then I got trialled for Salford, was there for about 3 seasons. Then I went to Swinton, and then I came back to Rochdale, and now I'm going to be here next season. And what about this project? We're starting, if you like, from ground zero, building. Yeah. And as someone who's has seen as many clubs as you've seen and had as much experience as you've had so far, how is it in this environment, kind of old timers with all great respect and new faces all mixing together? If anything, it's really exciting to see, because everyone's just gelling really well, and I'm excited to see what's to come, especially with Danny and Ben, because they put as much effort in as the girls do as well. So I'm excited for the new season to come, wherever that may be.
And how enthused are you and your teammates, not only by the growth of the club and what the first team, the men's first team is doing, but the development, the fast development of the women's game. We've just seen the Super League Grand Final, which was a cracker.
Yeah, it was a good game, to be fair. I've not had a chance to watch it yet, but it's already been spoilt for me anyway. But the enthusiasm of everyone is just to have fun. Wherever the level it will be, I know everyone will be enjoying everyone's time together, whether that's friendlies or League Two, whatever the RFL decides, we'll just take it in our stride and take it as it comes.
And as a final thought, what would your message be to anyone watching this who maybe hasn't picked up a rugby ball before but thinks, seeing you on this and seen this episode and thought, you know what, I might go down and give it a go?
You need to have some confidence in yourself. Okay, if you don't pick up a ball, you don't know if you're going to enjoy it or not. I thought that when I was 18, I thought I wasn't going to enjoy it, and here I am, been at many clubs as I have. A good track record and 3 international Jamaican caps under my belt. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Hi, I'm Amy. I usually play on the wing.
And how are you finding this?
I'm really enjoying it. It's been really good. I've met a great group of girls. The community and the laugh that we all have every week when we're coming into training, it's great. Everyone has a good time. There's no pressure, and yeah, it's really enjoyed it.
And it's a mix, we're hearing, of some real experience, some proven quality, and some of the best new, hopefully the best new local talent. Where do you fit into all that? What's your experience in rugby?
I have very little experience in rugby. I played for a couple of teams here and there. But yeah, it is a good mix of some really experienced players, which is really great for people like me. They're really nice, and they guide me through the sessions and tell me where I should be and what I should be doing, so it's really helpful having that mix of experienced and non-experienced.
So what was it? What is it you love? And there certainly must be things that made you, when we said we started this team, made you think, yeah, that's me. So what was it that made you want to come and do this? I
think the fact that it is a new team that's starting again, everyone's starting new together. So there's no pressure of joining a team that's already, joined together, and they all know each other. Everyone here is new, so it's really great to kind of start afresh.
And what the coaching staff like?
They're amazing. They're great.
It's
always a laugh. It's always a laugh, except for the burpees. I hate the burpees.
Yeah, okay, plenty of them tonight. They're actually just marking up behind you. Final point then, to anyone watching this who, like yourself, relatively new to the sport, that think they might fancy getting involved, what would you say?
Definitely give it a go. 100%. I absolutely love it. It's great.
Hi, my name's Sinead and I play on the wing or centre.
And how is the first few weeks, or how are the first few weeks of this Roughyeds Women's team going?
Oh, it's been absolutely perfect. I don't think I could have imagined playing with any different girls. I think we've just come as a team, like automatically, just like that.
And what's your background? What's your experience in rugby?
I started playing when I was 15. I started playing union. Stopped playing when I was 21 after I had my little boy. And then I did play league again for the first women's team for Oldham Rugby League. And then I've come back again this year because I got asked to, but I would have come back anyway.
I was going to say, so you got asked to, but what you wouldn't have come if you didn't want to. So what is it that makes you want to get involved in this project?
I think even just seeing the post on Instagram to begin with, the coaches, honestly the best coaches I think we could have asked for. It's a lot more professional. The girls, like I said, we're all like a big team, big family already, so it just makes it fun.
And having this Netpar Training Centre, this facility, how big is that for what you're trying to achieve here? It's not like you're just turning up and playing in a local park. This is
like, yeah, this is going to like professional levels. Like this is where the men train as well. So we're getting equal amount, between the men and the women. It's like equal. What do you call it? Equal.
I'm not going to say equal pay.
No, not equal pay. God, I wish. No, it's just equal between us all. Like the men and the women, we just get the same. So. Yeah,
and what's the goal? Do you think, like personally, collectively, where do you want this to lead?
I want to go professional. I want us to be just as good as the men's. I want us to be out there, get our name out there, start playing. Hopefully next year, some fixtures, and just get the team going properly.
Any reason why not?
No, I don't think so. I think we should be fine.
Right, good to hear from a couple of the players. How is that working as well? A few different personalities. There's a social side to this, isn't there? I guess for a lot of people, it's great to get away from the day job and have something like this. I'm speaking to someone who still plays Sunday League football at the age of 47. It's so important in our lives to have something like this, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of the women have families and children, and I think it's they already in such a short space of time they are building up really good friendships, aren't they?
Yeah.
Planning a night out already, I've noticed,
right.
for some team bonding.
Social, yeah.
So let's talk just finally about where we go from here. You said it out the start, so it's probably worth recapping. So we're here, we're building a team from scratch, we're training every week. Is that going to carry on for the rest of the year? What does the next few months, Ben, look like?
Yeah, so we've decided to start pre-season, but it is pre-season early.
Yeah.
You know, some of the other sides are just finishing their seasons off now. You know, the League One, you know, these finals, like say Super League, and so a lot of teams are finishing now. So I feel we've got a little bit of an advantage starting so early. It's just keeping that momentum going now into the darker, more probably tougher months through winter, through the pre-season. But it will be a pre-season, and then hopefully that advantage will take us well to next year, depending what league we kind of.
It's not a unique position, by the way, that the women's team have waited to find out what league they're going to be in. I think the men's team at the moment can empathise. The unique way that our great sport is being run at the moment. No one seems to really know what's going on. One date we do know coming up this month, the 18th, is it? The Origin game. That's another kind of shop window for anyone who wants to get involved to go and have a look. It's at Boundary Park. Yeah. It'll be a really good afternoon, I think.
So we've got a curtain raiser from Waterhead under 13s and Hindley Stags at 12 o'clock, and then kick-off is 2 o'clock, and it's free entry, so anyone can come down for free, enjoy the day out, watch some women's rugby. We're hoping it'll be a really good day.
So on a general point, finally from you, Ben, so you've outlined where we want to be playing competitive rugby as soon as possible. The plan then in 1, 2, 3 years, where do we want to be? What are we aiming for? Where are we trying to get to with Roughyeds Women?
I think.
Do we have a team name yet, by the way? I asked you that before. We hadn't really thought about it.
I think we're keeping the same.
Yeah, we're going to stay under the same name. So it's just
name.
Roughyeds Women.
Yeah, Oldham Rugby League women's team or Roughyhed, but we'll have that branding in place for the season. And but I think we started with that dream early doors of development rugby next year, and we've surpassed that. So hopefully we can just keep surpassing them milestones. Obviously there'll be challenges along the way, won't they? But just keep hopefully just moving up them leagues, depending where we start off next year, and then just keep pushing, and hopefully we'll just keep progressing. We want to go as far as we can. I think with the men's having that same dream and ambition, I think we could mirror that. So with the support we'll get there.
Final point from you. The numbers already involved, so encouraging. To anyone watching this thinking, you know what, I quite fancy the idea of that. Final word to anyone who might still want to get involved, they can do.
Yeah, absolutely. Just get in touch. You can come down, see how you feel. We've had some people who are completely new and they've absolutely fell into it so naturally, haven't they? So we would encourage anyone who's interested in playing to come down, contact us, and we'll give you all the details.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Natalie. We'll let you go and get ready for training. Thanks for inviting us down. We will be back.
Anytime.
So thank you for that. And we will keep you updated on everything that's going on through the winter, both with the men's team and the women's team, and all the behind the scenes. We'll keep you updated on the Boundary Line here on Roughyeds TV.